A very good morning to all the students of class 2. My name is Prerna and I'm your English teacher. And today we are going to read chapter number 7 from your book, from your English book called Skyline. The name of your book is Skyline, and today we are going to read chapter number 7. So let us have a look at what is the name of the chapter. Chapter number 7, and the name is My Dad Made Dinner. So now when we are at home, who cooks for us uh, most of the days, or for almost every day? It is our mother who cooks very tasty food for us. Now what is happening in this story? That it is the father who cooks food, who cooks dinner. So let us see why this father had to cook dinner for the family. That day, Mummy was not feeling too well. Daddy offered to help her by cooking dinner. Daddy went inside the kitchen, took some vegetables and washed them. He asked the children what they wanted to eat. It was decided that Daddy would make cottage cheese dish. He chopped the tomatoes, onions, chilies, and ginger. Then he lit the stove and put a pan on it. After pouring some cooking oil, he put the chopped vegetables in the oil along with other dry condiments. So now what had happened, that mother, she was not well. So it was father who said that let me help you today in the kitchen. Today let me cook the dinner and you take some rest. So what was decided, that what is going to be cooked for dinner? Cottage cheese dish. And what all was required for that? Onions, chilies and ginger. So what did the father do? He took these vegetables and he chopped them. Chopped them means he cut them into very small pieces, and then he lit the stove and put a pan on it. And then what did father do? In the pan he had also poured some cooking oil, and then he added the chopped vegetables and some dry condiments, some spices, some grains, some other things, so that it could add taste to the dish. While the veggies means the vegetables, while the veggies were being cooked, he cut the cottage cheese into cubes. So far he was doing everything perfectly. It was fun to watch him cook in place of Mummy. So the children, they were really amazed to see that their father was cooking everything perfectly till now, right? But it was also a little funny for them. After some time, he added the cottage cheese to the pot and added some water. He let it cook over low flame for a while. So now when father had chopped the vegetables, he'd put the vegetables into the pan with some oil, and the vegetables were being cooked. What did the father do? He also later on added some cottage cheese to the dish, and he had put all these things on a lower flame. So then what happened? Then he went to watch his favorite show on television. So now father, he kept everything on the gas stove, let it cook. He thought that let the dish be cooked and I will go and watch my favorite TV show. The show was interesting. The show was so interesting that he forgot to check the dish which was on the stove. Now father got so busy watching the TV show that he just forgot that he had kept something on the stove. Suddenly, a strange smell started to fill the house. What could it be? Daddy then realized it was coming from the kitchen. So there was a strange smell which was moving all around in the house. And then Daddy just realized that this smell was coming from the kitchen where he had put the dish to be cooked. He quickly went into the kitchen. He was just in time. So he just reached at the right time. Father just reached the kitchen at the right time to save the dish from burning. He quickly mixed flour with water to make some bowls of dough. In no time, he rolled out the little balls of the dough and made a few lovely thin chapatis. Daddy then set table and called everyone for dinner. We all enjoyed the lovely dinner Daddy prepared. Thank you, Daddy, I shouted. You must make dinner more often. So now what had happened, that because the mother, she was not well, it was father who had cooked the dinner for everyone, and he had done an amazing job. So there is just one thing that I want to tell all of you today. Always remember that it is not only your mother's job to be there in the kitchen. You should also help your mother in the kitchen in whatever way possible. Even if you do a small thing, like when everyone is about to sit for dinner, you can also put the dishes for everyone. That is also a way of helping your mother. Remember, it is not only her job to be in the kitchen, you too must help her. So, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed reading this story, and you can tell your father also to cook something for the entire family today. So, thank you so much, students.